Bam. And we're live
And we're live.
with Action 5 News. Here we go.
Well, all
Good
right.
morning, Dr. Creative.
Good morning, my black self. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Coffee in the Morning show with my Black Self and Dr. Creative. Now, I want to let y'all in on a little secret. I was up a long time ago, and then I wasn't, and then I was not. What you chewing on?
Burnt pieces of bacon.
So we both had a pork craving because I woke up eating my salt and vinegar skins.
Mmm. It's a love skins.
Country, just
Mm-hmm.
country. Like I
I
don't
like the
know how.
barbecue or the hot.
What you say?
So I like the barbecue or the hot.
I've noticed I like every flavor: salt and vinegar, lime, hot, barbecue, plain. Like
They have lime.
yes, but only certain brands lime is good. Like you know how certain ones you gonna get hot. It's gonna always taste the same typically,
Mhm.
and you probably gonna like it. But I had a lime 2 weeks ago. I didn't like. I'm a pork skin connoisseur.
Oh, okay. Okay. Something I learn something new every day.
Yes, yes. I go around and I try different pork skins wherever I'm at.
That's how I am
That
with hot sauce.
well, I do that too with hot sauce. Bitch. Excuse me. If you put hot sauce on your skins,
Oh, I know. It's something. Yep.
it let me tell you, my face looks so tight. Like I just got injections
Looks like you about to give your child a beating.
that they deserve.
Ah.
That they deserve. Well deserved ass whooping this morning. Okay. Because TT and Kiki didn't clean their room and I'm whooping ass at 7:45.
And I'm telling them they don't have to take that. They can come over to Uncle's house and sit here and be relaxed.
Well, you
I'll
better
handle.
come get
I'll
them. You got
handle your
you,
father.
you got 30 minutes. I was yeah, I slept really good. How'd you sleep?
I actually slept pretty much okay last night. Woke up this morning, you know, doing my thing. Hey, Jason, good to see you, Jason Harvey.
Hey, hey.
So let's go ahead and get to the one, two, three. What you got for me this morning?
Oh yeah, I forgot you got things to do. So let's talk about how Misa showed up to Diddy's trial in a walker.
Misa in a walker.
Yes. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but she definitely Eli told us that's bad parenting. She definitely showed up in a walker and they had like the little vans, the Mercedes Benz vans or whatever, those big old vans. And she got out and man opened up that walker for her. And she was and TMZ was like, Misa, you look so good. And all her kids was there. But I also okay, so I
Misa's the
got on
girl that
board.
sued my boo Mary J. Blige, right?
Yeah, we're not gonna speak about that. You know Mary Blige is off limit. Mary Blige. Mary Blige. Mary J, she's off limits with certain things I've realized, and we just gonna act like it's not going on.
But it is going on, and we need we need justice for Mary. Okay,
$5 million for Mary.
for Mary. Yes.
Well, while we talking about it, Funky Dineva,
Oh no. I
because
was
I don't know why I be knowing everything.
why he be saying stuff? What he say?
Yo, I love him. Funky Dineva was like, he basically was saying they was fucking that man, the artist that Mary signed,
Oh, they were
and
doing them to like on each side. Oh no.
that's what he thinks. I don't know what I think. I think it was just I was talking to my cousin. It was like, well, maybe it's just a business move that they just have to do, and they're still friends. You know what I mean?
Oh, they're definitely not friends because I watched the interview on not interview, but the conversation on the Breakfast Club, and it was like they haven't talked in over a year and a half.
Well, hopefully everything gets situated with that. And when they do situate it, they can listen to Fantasia's gospel album,
Praise God, Fantasia
and
for.
and maybe they can rekindle their friendship.
I would like that because they've been friends for over 30 years. That's stupid to throw it away over some money, over $5 million. Honestly, that's nothing to the both of them. Well, maybe to me.
Misa been out here doing her thing. She don't need that $5 million.
I know that's right. Tell me.
She can do no one of them chicks. She remind me of a little kitten, but so
I was like, it's like the bootleg Little Kim when Mary J. Blige stopped talking to Kim.
Yeah. Wow, you took it there. Her and Kim's still cool.
I know. But then they're hanging out like they used to.
No, I mean, but we got to remember that was like 30 years ago.
Do you think that when we get old and moving on in our career that we're still going to talk and we're not going to talk all the time?
I mean, I would prefer not to talk to you as much.
Thank you. Next topic.
So yeah. So okay, apparently his daughters had to leave the courtroom because the stripper.
His name.
Oh, I'm sorry. Diddy's twin daughters. I don't know their names, and they're young, so we don't say little kids' names. But they had to leave the courtroom allegedly. You need to put the allegedly thing back up before we be on trial with Diddy, because of the detailed testimony he gave, and he was saying that apparently Diddy would masturbate and watch him have sex with Cassie, and then also he was peeing on Cassie, but like in her mouth. And allegedly, they both got upset, Cassie and Diddy, when he didn't do the urination procedure correctly. And it was supposed to be not a full stream, but let it lag a little bit.
What?
That's all I'm up to date on. That is all I read so far. I can't tell you anything else. So Doja Cat,
like a little like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yo, every time I hear that sound, I'm used to more when she was like, shh, 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 shh. Put around your neck. Okay, so did you see Doja Cat finally got a boob job? And I say finally because last week I was looking at her and I was like, she ain't did no work, and I'm proud of her.
Why would you
and
say
then bam,
finally?
Titties.
Why did you say finally?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, but why did you say finally?
I say finally because I was looking at her beautiful natural body and I was like, she hasn't done any work. She's one of the ones that hasn't done any work, and then bam, next week, titties.
Her boobs look nice. Well, no, they don't. They look
really
like
good.
They look like they have that thing on top.
The implant?
Yeah, it looks like a little, like it's not, it's like up here.
Yeah, it's a little something. Well, I mean, I think she really just got undone like yesterday and went to a red carpet and performed or something like that. But I mean, she says, let me tell you what she said. Doja Cat said, don't clot my contracted implants. It's all I ask. And you gotta love her.
She's a real one for that because she knows that they're botched. That's funny.
So let's just I want to send my prayers up to Tory Lanez. You know, he's in jail. He got stabbed 14 times and got rushed to the ER. And apparently he was not breathing on his own, but now he's breathing on his own. So he seems to be all right, but he got stabbed all over the place. He got stabbed in his head. Allegedly. I need to just take Wendy Williams' seat. I don't
So
remember what he was in jail.
you don't remember why he's in jail?
No, I don't. What did he do?
He's, he shot somebody's foot off.
Oh, Megan.
Yes.
I forgot, child.
Her pinky
Dang, I
toe.
forgot. I can't stand you. It's too early for this. It's too early. It's 7:22.
So how do you feel about that? I don't know if I feel bad that anybody would get stabbed in the ward. You know, that's really sad. I hope that he is safe. But this is gonna sound so bad, but I do believe in karma.
Well, yeah. Okay, that's fair. That don't sound bad at all. But I think it sounds bad when people say karma and it's like the fullest extent of what karma could do,
Even
right?
though it kind of is a really big extent,
But like how people say this is Wendy Williams karma,
yeah, that's not karma. That's
right?
yeah.
Okay. So you understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, payback's a mother.
Seriously.
But anybody that gets stabbed 14 times, you got to send them some love and hope they okay, child.
Amen.
Well,
That's it.
not anybody. Most folks.
Yeah.
So, did you know? You remember A. Marie?
Do I remember Anne-Marie?
Yes.
That's messed up. You're right. See, today's your day of shade. Of course, I remember Anne-Marie.
Not Anne Marie. I don't know who that is. Who's Anne?
What's her name? It's just
A.
one thing that
Marie.
got. I mean, there's just one thing that got me to be. That's all right, right?
Yes. I'm really bad at my like resources today because I'm just giving out information, not telling where I got it from. But she leaked this is that one thing. I mean, one thing. You got me calling the whole name. She leaked that song during the Christmas break because the label was on break and they didn't really believe in the song, but she did. And she was like, I just want people to hear it. I don't care about the money. And she leaked it. And they were trying to give that song away. She said this on the podcast, but she was like, they were trying to give the song to somebody else, but they couldn't because she wrote on it.
Who are they trying to give it to? Beyonce? Because it's
I don't know,
basically
but
Beyonce's song done over.
there was an image of J-Lo in the picture that I saw.
Oh, it could be J-Lo. It could be J-Lo. There's definitely like, let me lose my breath, baby boy, when you lose. It's just like that song.
That's not J-Lo.
I'm saying Anne-Marie's song, it's just one thing that got me tripping, you did. It's just like make me lose my breath.
Oh, true. She was ahead of her time.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know where I first heard that song from?
Where?
So, for those who don't know, I'm from Connecticut, right? And New Haven has this yearly summer parade called the Freddie Fixer Parade.
Oh, yeah.
And somebody was giving out her single. Like the actual single wasn't a bootleg, it was the single.
Mm-hmm.
In like that little cardboard case that you could just slide it out.
Yeah. Back in the day when people used to market themselves.
Yeah, so I was just listening. I think Talking was on there. Remember that song? Talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That was on there. So that was cute. But yeah. So I mean, I'm kind of glad they didn't give it away. But do you ever wonder if they gave it away to somebody else, would it have been stronger? Not
If
strong.
they would have gave it to, Jennifer, what was her name? I must say Jennifer Lewis, Jennifer
Lopez.
Hudson, Jennifer Lopez. It would have been a bigger hit, and it would have had longevity, like long longevity.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it would have been a different type of song because she would have danced on that bad boy. She would have been out in the woods in the tropical somewhere doing, all that stuff. She had a great budget back in the day.
Yes.
Mhm.
Cassie's husband was also seen leaving court yesterday.
Oh, okay. So he went to support her.
Yeah, he went to support her. He was seen leaving court yesterday as well. But enough with that. I don't have anything else on that. So Duran Bernard finally made his TV debut.
First of all, I'm super excited for the
Allegedly. What was he
right.
on before?
He definitely was. I seen the interview and I also seen the live performance. I think that Duran Bernard is ahead of his time and also a legend in his own making. I think that Duran is coming to stomp on these R&B singers' heads by just being himself.
Yeah, and he's not.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he ain't faking nothing.
Nope.
He's not faking anything. He's just him.
Yep. I appreciate his value for family. I appreciate his value for freedom and self-expression. But more than anything, I appreciate his voice, his talent, his stage performance. What do you feel about his outfit?
I didn't like it, but it doesn't matter. He's Duran. I liked it sitting down.
What does that mean? What does that mean? He's Duran.
I mean, like okay. So I like the outfit sitting down. And I feel like his outfits are hit or miss with me specifically.
Okay.
But it's not like I don't know who his stylist is or what he does, but sometimes it's hit or miss with me. Sometimes I don't like it, sometimes I like it. And I didn't like yesterday's, but I liked it sitting down. I feel like he probably should have changed for his performance. But also, like, when we really think about it, like, okay, maybe that backup outfit got ruined in the background and then he had to wear that. Like, or maybe Tamara was like, boy, you ain't got time to be changing on this show. How'd you feel about the outfit?
I like the outfit. I really like the top. It reminded me of like a rich auntie kind of top. Like it had like it looked like he was like a rich auntie. I would have done a more fitted pant because he has like a nice little smaller shape. That's the only critique. Other than that, I think he looked great. I like a monochromatic look. So I'm just happy that he was on Tamron's stage. Hopefully this leads to other big shows and some morning shows and some Sherry's and some Jennifer Hudson's, and some Kelly. Like that he'd be good on Kelly. They would sing together. And hopefully
he needs to be everywhere.
Yeah. Hopefully he can get on Dr. Kreative.
He just needs to be everywhere. Yeah, now I can't have him because I done said I ain't like his outfit.
I know, you're so crazy. I did it on purpose. Sabotage.
Look, that's okay.
Oh.
Only he'll understand.
Well, I bet he would. When you go to see him in a couple of weeks, huh?
Duran, I'm so excited. I'm coming to see you in a couple of weeks. The 23rd in New Orleans. Now, I don't want nobody trying to come find me.
He's on a mission to make you his baby daddy.
No, I don't want him to be my baby daddy. He's husband material, or like he's just boyfriend material.
I know that's right. Come on.
Like he could go out and do his thing, and I just do my thing, and then we meet up, love each other, do some family events, and then go our separate ways, and then meet back up. We don't have to be in each other's face all the time.
He actually might like that.
So he could smoke his weed. I don't smoke. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the smell of weed. So I'll have to just leave the house while he does that. You know what I mean? Like it's simple things. It's real simple over here. Real simple.
That's right.
And I don't want him bringing up, but don't be bringing up how I didn't like that blue outfit on Tamara. We don't have to talk about that. We don't. We don't need to talk about that stuff. Leave the past in the past.
I think you guys
Look,
would be
look,
great
look. I
together.
love you.
See,
We would be
you guys would be great together. Awesome.
together. How do you feel about unmarried people giving advice to singles? And not necessarily, okay, so let me tell you what happened. So I was watching the Kendra G show, and this man, you know who Kendra G is, right?
Matchmaker.
Yes, yes.
Yep. Hmm.
You know, she also like tried out for the Breakfast Club as well when they was going through that situation.
Okay,
Or
that
like
would
she
be.
did it. She was supposed to. She was supposed to something like that. Something in that realm. But anyway, so this man got on and was like, "How are you giving married advice to married people, but you single?" And she was like, "Okay." She I forgot where she from, but she cool. She got family in Waterbury, by the way,
Okay.
or somewhere in Connecticut. And her birthday is the same day as my grandmother's, May 7th.
You know everything.
So we have an instant connection. But
Hmm.
she was like, "Okay, I'll listen to you." She was like, "First off, the show is called," and she put up this box. I don't know if she come out with a game or something, but she put up this box, like how the Carisha Please box look. And she was
Hmm.
like, "It's called Singles." And then he ended up calling her. He told her to shush, so she ended up hanging up on him. But I really don't see anything wrong because if that's your teacher, if you're gonna take advice from somebody and it works for you, then it works for you, right? And she also is not married. She was saying how, oh, let me tell you, she was like, "So would you say 50 Cent needs to get married?" And the man was like, "No." And he was like, she was like, "Why?" He was like, "Because basically 50 got too much to lose and he would only get married for companionship." And she was like, "So why is it different for a woman?" She was like, "Why is it different?" So how do you feel about that dynamic about how people think some people don't need to be married, like how we all okay with Oprah not being married, but we look at our cousin who got 2, 3 kids and we like, damn, she need to be married. Is it because certain people are at a certain level in their life and they don't have time to lose anything?
Um, this is an interesting question. I first want to answer the first one because you asked like three. The first one, I'll say that if you are educated on the topic of marriage, so my master's minor would have was marriage counseling. So if I had education for it and I knew the things that were underlined, then yeah, why not, right? But if
Hmm.
she does not have the education for it and she's just taking from her own opinion and resources, then I don't think that she necessarily should be given marriage advice, but maybe single advice or hooking up advice. Like those kind of things, I'm quite sure anybody has history in. But if you have not been in a marriage that is successful or was successful for amount of years, then no, shut up. I think in our culture of people, I'll just speak for Black people, and I'll speak from my community of Black people because there's different types of Black people. So I'll say like the hood people is who I represent, or the middle class hood people, right? Or lower middle class. Okay.
That's going lower and lower.
Right.
Cutting out.
I had to think about it. I wasn't really middle class, but I would have struggled. So I'll say the lower middle class. um, I'll say that we did a lot of dreaming and looking at examples from TV. And our goal was always to see our children, our moms, and things like that be married to have that ideal life. I think that we are still stuck in that mindset. And so we will always see the girl who has 5 different baby daddies and say, you need to settle down and have a husband. But we're not thinking consciously about how that would, one, affect the mom and the children. And we're not knowing if that's something that the person may really want to identify with. I think we live in a time now where people are more open to different types of relationships. So they're open to just not having the legal part and being in a situation where somebody might mess up, have to deal with legal, and just being with somebody forever and show them love and giving them everything that they got. So I think that the other part of it is that we just come from a traditional place that we want everybody to be married. There was a time in our history where everybody who was African American, a lot of us, a lot of our grandparents and people before them were married.
Yeah.
That's all they can do to survive. They had to have a two household full of people. You had to have kids. The mom working a little bit while taking care of the kids. Dad working hard. You had to be married to be successful, and you look forward to that different life to be independent. You left your parents' house when you was married. We're no longer like that. Kids are going to college now, leaving the house at 18, no longer needing mommy or daddy for anything. They don't want to. They want to do it themselves, even though they really do mess up. But we're in a different day and time. So to answer your question.
Yeah, so I feel like also on the flip side, somebody that comes on your live to specifically say those things got issues and is single. How do you feel about that?
Men are like that. Men, a lot of men are like that. They're what they call it, hypo masculinity or something like that.
Yeah, like very combative. Like
we have the answer for everything. That women don't know nothing. How can you tell me what to do? Those are insecure men who haven't been loved on, who don't even know how to understand and listen. So when you have people like that, you just check them with love or you check them with facts. And the fact is that you have no cognizant instructions on how to be.
Okay, that's pretty much what I because sometimes I don't comment. I'm not a thumb thug is what I call it. I'm not one of those. So, but I was like, oh, this is necessary for me to comment because I know this type of man. I've seen this before. You know what I mean? So, like, let me just say something. And most people kind of agree, but there's always some people out there that be like, and they be the same way deep down inside, child.
Yep.
But
it's so sad.
Yeah, it is very sad, honestly. And it is what it is. They'll just keep walking the earth like that. So, but what you got planned to do today? Because I know we got to wrap this up.
Today I'm heading to another boxing class, and then I'm going to come home, meal prep, and then I have a conversation with another artist that I might be taking on, someone who you truly love.
I hope it's somebody I truly love.
I tell him that you said hi. I tell him that you said hi.
Oh, one of my boyfriends? Because I got about 5 or 10.
I know. It's Benny.
Oh, yeah, that's my boyfriend from another past relationship or future.
I feel like you guys would be more so best friends, like really good friends.
Well, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
Maybe I could do it once and then y'all could be friends.
I'm cool with that. But you know me. I could be a friend real quick.
Okay.
We friends. We just friends. And look. Well, tell him I said hi, child.
I sure will. I'll talk to him later today.
Oh my goodness. No, I really appreciate you for showing up for me. But I'm going to save that for my Soul Train Award.
I better get an announcement. I better get a shout out, or I'm walking on that stage like Will Smith. Okay.
Assault.
I don't care.
I will sue you.
Keep my name in your mouth. Keep it in there. Don't be not talking about me.
Yeah, I will sue you if you slap me on stage.
That's fine. That'll make a really
because
good
you got big hands. And I'm not gonna be able to slap you back because you tall as shit.
You can slap me back. I might, they said giants fall.
Please, child. I'm gonna be like this. No, absolutely not. No, but thank you for joining the Coffee in the Morning show. We gotta go.
You just said yesterday that it was together. Now I'm joining. All right, y'all have a good.
It depends on how I feel.
I enjoy you. Thank you.
This is my shade for the day. I'm not gonna bother you today like I did yesterday. That was a one and done shade.
Thank you. Blessings.
I'll call you when we hang up. Goodbye, y'all. Thank you for watching and all of that good shit. Bye. We'll be back one day.
All right, you better press end because I'm not pressing it because you know how to do everything since you're so smart. You how you gonna you clicked out? You didn't press end. Bye, y'all. Yeah. Oh,